As the Broncos get set to do battle with the
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Fielded near the back of the go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. After the turnover, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 50-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that. He's made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Flush to his right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw it is Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup.
Now Locke.
3rd and goal.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So believe will be successful, find your playmakers and give them the football.
4-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Wilson back into his end zone. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in? Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end fan. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. On the scene.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke, screen pass to Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think, thanks God.
I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The tackle by Will Parks. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that?
The Broncos.
They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Their own 3-yard
That
line.
is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
Lock going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Good. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fan. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Locke looks to throw it again. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. Cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Locke. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards.
30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. From from the gun. It's Locke, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off 4th.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Yep.
Throwing now is Locke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
40-yard line.
Block now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Breaks a tackle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Block now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 10, Seahawks 7.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Locke again. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
from the 16. Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
For the extra point.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8. At the 21.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st down, Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
25 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run to Lindsey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down and goal. Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Up for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name. How about your respect?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. This is the tight end fan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Man, they ain't got nothing.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to...
He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Seahawks 15.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Past the 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Locke going to throw it here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Today's final score, Broncos 38.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Second down at the 22-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that.
Box it. You got to get that.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
The tackle.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Check. 36 to Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 36. Hey, 88.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
24-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down at 7. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's third down. And 7 yards to go.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I keep it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. Here's Locke to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Locke looks to throw it again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Line 36. Line 36. Go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Jump out. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Wild bill. Wild bill. 630. 36, line 36. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
36-yard line.
Line 36, line 36. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Jones, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hey, flex, flex. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Pass. Over.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Brings up third down and 8.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. To throw is Roger. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The Broncos first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Block working out of the gun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 13
that one
yards.
good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 17. Dude, fellas, let's go. 51, boy, 51. Go. 51.
They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Gain of 23 yards.
23 yards on the play.
Broncos.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Number 30.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Line 36. Line 36. It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on. 36 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Austin's got it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Line 36. Line 36. Target. Watch 36. Assist to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Line 36. Line. Zoom. Check pass. Watch 36.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Line 36. Hey, 88. 36 to Mike. Get him.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers forced out to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Get the ball. Jump out. 36. Mike, 36. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Mike, 36.
On first down, Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Devontae Adams, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's go, D. Big series. Hey, check 26. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I'm scared. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch 36 to Mike. Watch the screen. 26. Watch the screen. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I'm on. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Pick it up, guys.
And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Locke. And it's incomplete, broken up. but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Broncos first down.
Clock now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Locke again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Complete to Jerry.
But if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Locke going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Block now to throw. His throw incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Let's go, defense. It's
On 2nd and 7, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Denver.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Locke working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Smith on the tackle.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
36 to my 50. Hey, you block over here. 36. Mine, 36.
To throw again. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Line 36. Line 36. Hey, check 26. Here I come.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Austin's got it left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
36 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Rodgers to throw. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
Ringo. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watch 36. Stand 300. Stand 300. Mike 36. Mike. Box it. Watch 36. 36. I got you. Mike 36. Mike 36. Stop your whining. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You must be 50.
To throw is Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, tight.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
36. All day, just like that. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's second and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Blue down. Shift. 36 to Mike.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Where's 50? Hey, you block over here. 36. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Check. Plant. Towards the mud. You're trapped.
Rodgers again now. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Broncos 20, Packers.
So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Get off
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Carson. 7 yards there and a first down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They run for it with Carson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Seahawks.
He lets it fly from Lockett. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Kamara. 74 yards.
1-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal. And now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's the end of the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wilson being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got blocked as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard and 10.
Their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. In double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Breeze. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for the Wolves. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Saints 10, Seahawks nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 23 yards the pickup there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Again, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
This is Murray. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Reed on the tackle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down and 8. Now they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Kamara. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a big priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Breeze on 3rd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Probably be the last play of the quarter.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Again, it's Kamara, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Breeze. Gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And a lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. That's caught by Hollister. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now play number 7 of the drive is he's back to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Running with Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.